come appropriately dressed.
I love it. Commitment.
Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Cassandra Nova is a character that I've enjoyed reading the comics, and she's relatively new. I wrote down from a Wikipedia page of her all of her powers, and it's such a long list.
Oh my God.
I was just wondering whether any of those powers were ones that when you signed up and read the comics that you thought were quite interesting.
She's an overachiever for sure. She's got a lot going for her. No, I think what's interesting with the comics, because I hadn't read the comics and then I started researching it. And as someone who has, you could actually confirm or deny this. From what I could gauge online, and also online there's a load of bits about her, there's a lot. I got the sense she's in the comics quite a lot, but quite sporadically, right? She pops up. Yeah. So I didn't know how to get hold of the comics, so I emailed Shawn and I was like, I'm not quite sure, could someone like compile them and send them? Because I was very interested, and he said, you know what, before you do that, if you can find enough online in a more broader sense in terms of origin story, power, general vibe, that might be better just in terms of like letting it go and being open to creating something a bit more original for this film. And I thought that was quite a nice thing to be open to, and so I sort of did that. And actually, you know what? I've had so many people come in and say they've read the comics, love them, so I'm going to do that now. But I found her origin story fascinating, and I think I drew on that a lot in terms of relationship to her brother and that kind of thing.
What was it like when you got the phone call from Ryan and Shawn to say that they'd... Because I'd heard that they very much wanted you to do it from the off. So what's taking that phone call like?
Absolutely mad. I can't say this is something I saw coming at all. It really bowled me over. And then obviously because it's Marvel, they can't tell you much. Yeah. So it's like, I think this is great. I don't really know what's happening, but sure. So... and then Shawn, I was doing a play in London and Shawn came over and we had dinner, and he was kind of like, how much am I pitching here? Am I pitching the whole MCU? Am I pitching just this film? And I was like, you're pitching everything. I know nothing. And very quickly, I mean, if you met Shawn today, he could sell me anything in the world and I'd buy it. He's a very enthusiastic, persuasive man. But I loved his pitch. Yeah. And I felt like this film had so much heart, and to be part of that would be amazing. Yeah,
it's a film that has a bit of humour as well, and did that appeal to you in terms of playing a villain, in terms of that there's a little bit of an edge rather than just, I want to take over the world, I'm going to be evil and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's something that Ryan and Shawn really were quite clear about from the start with me, is that they didn't want Cassandra to come across as your typical villain. They wanted her to be quite laid back and a bit unpredictable and quite straight up, and seem quite non-threatening until she obviously is. Yeah. The vibe is that she's so convinced of her villainhood and like she's so much the hero of her own story that she doesn't need to wear it.
Yeah. Did you have a bald cap in this, or how liberating is that? Because as a balding person myself, it
was amazing. I mean, I buzzed my hair. And I remember before I was about to do that, Hugh and Ryan saying, the first thing you need to do is take a shower. I was like, okay. They went, because it will feel so good on your head. And it did feel amazing. I don't think I've ever felt that clean. And you can just walk out the house. Yeah. Literally,
it's quite liberating for me since I've started doing
bed to outdoor world, a matter of seconds. It was incredible.
Yeah. Just as a final question before I go, obviously she's a character she's popped up in lots of different comics and stuff. If you had the opportunity to put your Cassandra up against another hero in the MCU, who would you like to kind of go toe-to-toe with?
Strange.
I kind of thought you might say that. I don't know why. I just semi-thought that you might have said Doctor Strange.
Something a bit off-kilter about Strange, in the way that there's something a bit off-kilter about Cassie.
Yeah. There are also people I feel like that could be friends if it went...
I think it could be a Deadpool Wolverine situation where they kind of take a lot of joy from, messing each other around, but actually there's like I think it's a respect thing, right? Yeah. Like they'll have a shared respect for each other, but
You should pitch it to Kevin. You never know, he's always looking for weird things to do.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. That's good. Congratulations again. Thanks so much for your time. Pleasure talking to you. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.